And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, Facebook, and X. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers. Be right- Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
It's Melanie.
Ew. Do it.
Ew.
Do it. So we have a very special guest, came all the way from Canada.
Wow.
And yeah, we appreciate you coming back. He has been on the show, but it was a long time ago. So I know we have a lot of new audience right now. So if you can you introduce yourself to our audience, tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, I'm Jason Arsenault. So I was on here a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I think, 2023, 24. Yeah, so back then we were doing a dog training business, coaching dog trainers.
Yeah.
We have a dog training business in Canada. It's my wife and I, we were both on the show. So she's not here. She didn't get to be here this time. But so I'm here kind of hoping to talk about my new project going on, a little bit of men's functional health. And
Yeah, well, you brought us this cool shirt right here.
I love it. I'm going to steal it. I'm stealing it from Jacob.
Hey, I need this. This is a perfect shirt for me to go.
I love it. It says, "You can't throw me to the wolves. They come when I call."
Boom.
Period.
Boom.
well, you were eyeing that shirt up last time we were here, and I didn't have one that I could give you then. But so I had to bring one down 2 years later. I mean, it took a bit.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
So tell us about the new project. You know what? Can we turn his mic up a little, or we got to keep it in right here? Just because I hear it kept going in and out.
Yeah, it was going.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so tell us about your new business.
So it's men's functional health. So the niche, the market that I'm looking for is helping men that are over 40, to 60, who are kind of like getting past their prime, right? And they're starting to see maybe age set in, but there's things that they can do to help prevent that from happening. So the reason I'm doing it is because I kind of fell into that shoes, right? I'm 47 years old, ex-police officer, business owner, high stress lifestyle. And, I started, gaining a lot of weight and having no energy and not having time or being able to spend proper time with my kids. So I was constantly looking for something that kind of helped me out that way. And I fell into this functional health thing, and it's totally changed my life. So I wanted to help other men that were in the similar situation, older dads, like I said, men that were kind of losing their edge and wanted to regain some of that back.
So is
that.
it like a group, like you guys get together and just do like certain activities, or is it like a supplement? Like, what do you mean by?
Yeah, it's not a supplement. It's kind of it's coaching. It's like personal training.
Okay.
Similar to that, but it's not personal training in the sense of like aesthetics. It's more based on
Like mental?
internal.
Okay.
Right? So mental, your cortisol levels, your testosterone levels,
Yeah.
your gut health, and everything that is kind of like the back burner to what people see on the outside, right? So it's a fully functional optimization, basically, right? So most people, when they think of training or coaching, they're going to think of weight loss and muscles,
Physical
six pack,
stuff, yeah.
all that stuff. But you can be in a super good shape, but still failing your health internally, right?
Okay. So
Definitely.
break that down a little bit. So how would you go about that?
So what we do is we do functional lab testing.
Okay.
So when somebody signs on with us, we send them a bunch of labs. So we send them the hormone, stress and hormone panel, basically. So they're testing their testosterone, estrogen levels, cortisol levels, melatonin, those hormones.
Important labs
Yeah.
to get those levels up and see what your levels are at, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then a gut panel. So that'll test some, parasites in your body, in your gut, and see if you have any food reactions and stuff like that. And then we look at patterns based on those exams and provide a protocol to help build back that health, right?
Okay, and you said it's kind of mental too, right? Like you have what kind of the coaching side do you do on that end?
Well, one of the biggest things that why people fail is because they don't have proper support systems in place, right? So we do weekly check-ins with them. We have a brotherhood that we're building so that men have a spot to talk to each other with, and
safe place. Kinda.
Yeah, exactly, and share their numbers and share their success stories and stuff like that. Because we, as humans, we're pack people. We're pack animals, right?
Yeah, wolves.
So-
Arr, give it.
Oh, yeah. So we gotta make sure that we're supporting each other, and that's how we become successful, is through support of a group, right?
Yeah.
And the actual name of the business is Alpha Protocol,
Okay.
right? Going back to wolves,
Love
it's the alpha theory has been debunked, right? It's not about that violence, that aggression, that dominance, right?
Yeah.
It's more about leadership and making sure that the pack runs smoothly and progresses,
Mhm.
right? So that's kind of where the name comes from. It's not about being dominant or better than anything.
Yeah.
It's just about bringing back what alpha actually means,
Yeah.
right? Which is reliable direction under pressure, basically. So
Well, you even notice too. I mean, a lot of people didn't even know this, but the alpha wolf doesn't go in front of the pack. He's always in the back.
Yeah.
So if anybody attacks, he's the first to get attacked. So he's they're saying that the whole concept of that, he already ready to lay down his life first. So that's why he's in the back. I think that's what's cool. So you explaining that in this term of alpha is pretty cool. I like that.
yeah, I mean, he also sets the pace, right, for the whole pack, and not
Mhm.
just whoever's the alpha or the top, right?
Yeah.
They also eat. Usually, they eat last as well, just to
Mhm.
make sure that everybody else gets their share first. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That's kind of where I got that from, and the protocol part is more of protocol just means like it's not a personality trait and it's not a motivational phase. It's structured reliability, right? So we're able to set a standard and it's repeatable, right? So that's Alpha Protocol. That's kind of where that comes from.
Yeah. So what got you to start this? Like, what was the defining moment where you're like, okay, I want to start this?
So it was a couple Christmases ago, just kind of after we had met. Like I had,
Oh, really? After we met? Like,
yeah.
Not that long? Okay.
yeah,
That's cool.
no, because I was pretty heavy when I came here that last time. I don't know.
That's
if
what
you
I was saying. You look fit right now.
Yeah. So it was actually around Christmas time, and I had my son with me. We do alternating years with his mom, and he was with me, and I was having a particularly bad time. It was inflammation, just from the foods I was eating. I was overweight, had no energy, and I think it was Christmas Eve. We went to grandma's house, and I was laying on the floor because my back was in such pain. And he was all worried, and he looked at me and said, "Dad, are you even going to be alive when I'm 18?"
Oh no.
I was like, "Holy mackerel!" Right? Because it just kind of struck me that he's actually watching. He sees me. Right?
Yeah.
So from then, I tried to find whatever I could to fix the problem. Right? I got a personal trainer. I started doing macro counting. I was going to the gym, but nothing seemed to stick. I had no idea why nothing was sticking, and it wasn't until probably about a year later, maybe even longer, because it's kind of started back in June, I think, of this year. Jenna, who was on here with me, my wife, she was going through getting prepared for fertility because of wanting to have kids. So she was into this functional health. So I kind of started looking at it, trying a few things, and some of it started resonating with me and working. So I looked into a program, and I purchased this certificate program so I could be a coach. Because when I do something, I usually just dive right in and do what I can, right? So then I started doing this functional health on myself, and I was like, this is why nothing, like it also dawned on me why this didn't work, because my from years of high stress work, my cortisol was shot, my guts were shot, and I wasn't absorbing any of my nutrients that I was supposed to be. My testosterone levels were aromatizing into estrogen, so I wasn't even using my testosterone properly.
Wow.
It was a mess. So once I started doing this and repairing my body, then I started to see some good results, and within the first few months, I ended up dropping 40 pounds. I'm down 50 pounds now.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
But it's the thing. Like, it's not about like weight loss. It's about being healthier and
healthy.
being there, right?
Yeah.
Because you know what, like I have these twins now, and that was probably that reason what my 7-year-old at the time said to me, and wanting to have these new kids. I'm like, man, I'm 45 years old. My kids I'm gonna be like 60 by the time they're out of the house. I better start doing something to kind of,
reverse
get
the
my
clock.
body. Yeah, otherwise they're gonna have a dead dad.
You guys just got married too at that point, right? When you came on the pod, I kind of remember that
Yeah.
because she's younger than you.
She is, yeah. She's
Yeah,
15
that's right.
years younger.
That's
yeah.
right, player.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get that. Yeah, I remember us talking about that afterwards. That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's the real alpha right there. I just
She'll have the leadership.
yeah. No, but that's cool, man. The cover, it's all coming back to me. The podcast. I mean, I remember all of it, but now I remember even talking about that. I was like, oh yeah, she's a lot younger than you.
Of course, you would remember that part.
I was like, yeah, you got to have them younger ones,
Of course you would
man.
remember.
Yeah, well, keeps me in check, right?
Yeah, it keeps you young too, huh?
Exactly.
You watch SpongeBob sometimes still.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
I always, because she knows, I always think the younger ones too.
yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
I'm like, hey, yeah, put on SpongeBob. You know.
Anyways.
Yeah, I like messing with her a little bit on that. You got to make her mad a little bit sometimes.
No, I'm okay. It's
No,
fine.
suck it, man.
No, I don't get mad.
Not on there anyway.
Yeah. So how's the dog business too? You still doing that one too, right?
Yeah. We're
And
still
how's that
running
going?
It's going really well. We're in our largest location is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So we have quite a few dogs coming in. We're making good money. We're employing a lot of people, so that's a good thing, right? Every business that I've gone into, it's my whole background is wanting to help as many people as I can throughout it, right? Like for the dog training, it was helping dog owners and helping other dog trainers understand that they can make money and they can have a successful career in dog training, right? So that was kind of one of my goals when I started the dog business. So this is the same with this, right? I want to help dads live longer for their kids, right?
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense too, because I mean, we're all like everybody. We're all me and my friends are all around that age.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of.
But you guys don't talk about like your internal health either. Like, it's just all like shits and giggles. Women, on the other hand, we kind of already dabbled along, like making sure our internal like levels are balanced, because we deal with hormones too, and
yes, we know.
Estrogen,
Cool,
easy
cool.
there. So it's been a thing too. I've noticed in at least the last 2 years, women getting more involved with like their natural health and their levels, and making sure they're taking the right vitamins and doing the right things to kind of help them kind of, I guess, stop the clock in a sense, like I said. But for men, it's not common for men to talk about like that,
No.
So that's good that you have like this group or this new training that you have, for men, because I mean, it's unheard of. Like, men have to have this like leadership and strong role, and it's like that whole image, but deep down you really still have to, you're human, you still have to take care of yourself too.
Well,
So.
exactly. I mean, I'm finding it's a little bit difficult sometimes because, you think about it, a lot of men are, they're too tough, or they're too cool, or they have their egos are too big to be able to, ask for help or to work on internal health. Right. But I was kind of talking about it with Jenna a little bit, and it's kind of like if you were to say, have a Ferrari for sale, right? It had didn't have any of the maintenance done on it. It had fairly high miles, but it was still a Ferrari. A lot of men would just probably buy that because it was a Ferrari, right? If it was a decent price. Mm-hmm. But then if you change and you rephrase the question and you say, well, would you buy that? Or would you buy like a Mercedes SUV that had all the checks on it, all the maintenance on it, but it's a little more money, but it's for your family? Now what would you do? But most men there would say, I'd buy it for my buy that Mercedes for my family, right? Because men, they want to be leaders and they want to be protectors of the family. They don't really care too much about themselves, right? It's more about looking after other people. So that's why I think that the men's functional health space gets neglected a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we think that we need to look after everybody else and, not us.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense. That's kind of how it goes, I feel like even the older you get, the more you think like that. Like, oh, I don't give a damn about me. That just make sure they're good and we're cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it does take something like to happen, like something like you said, laying on the floor, your kids looking at you.
Yeah.
Take something like that to be like, dang, I need to get my shit together now.
Yeah.
And I got to get back on track.
Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, you look like you were an athlete before,
Yeah.
I feel like me and a lot of my friends were athletes, and it's like you start drinking all the time, or you're doing, all this other stuff, and you're like, dude, everything starts going down the drain. You're like, who the heck am I? So it makes a lot of sense. What you're saying is, like, a lot of men around our age needs to think about this.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, dude, you start drinking I know so many people, they're just drinking all the time.
Yep.
And they don't even realize how much they're drinking.
Yep.
It's just part of their life now.
Yeah. It's, and it's poison.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It's literally taking years off your life too.
Yeah.
Like the more you do it and the more like dependent you become with it. It's like it's not healthy.
No, definitely not at all. And like one of the biggest things that I realized over this last little bit and doing this is how much your kids actually watch you instead of listening to what you say. Right? Like if you can tell them whatever you want till they're blue in the face and they won't remember it.
Yeah.
But you're doing things and you're having your actions and you're eating better, you're working out, you're talking about your hormones and stuff like that, and they listen, they pay attention, right?
Yeah. They're sponges.
Yeah. My little guy, he's one night he was putting him to bed and he was talking about he gets a headache because right around nighttime is when his testosterone tanks. And
That's funny.
So
it's different language for him,
Yeah.
definitely.
yeah,
'Cause
they
he's
pay
hearing
attention.
you. Yeah.
They pay attention, but they don't understand it. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to pave the way for hopefully a better, healthy future for him, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, I get that. My son, he just pays attention to what I do all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have him in so many sports and he trains in boxing, jiu-jitsu, all this stuff. We were talking about jiu-jitsu behind the scenes. And there's all these pictures of me in a box that I have of when I was training. And he sees me training every day again now. And he's like, so are you trying to get back to this? And I'm like, man, I hope so. I don't know. That's a lot. That's crazy right there. As I'm working on it. He's like, you could do it, Dad. You could do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I'm dropping him off and he's like, I go, man, I don't want to go to the gym right now. And he's like, it's just 1 hour, Dad. Like you tell me, it's just 1 hour. You got to go because it was late. It was already late. I had to pick him up from wrestling, took him to boxing, bring him back home. And then he goes, it's just 1 hour, you said, right? And I'm like, yeah. And I just go. I haven't missed a day.
That's awesome.
But it's like, it's crazy how much they listen. Because that's what I tell him. Hey, dude, it's 1 hour. Get your ass over there,
Yep.
And now it's like, I got to tell myself that. Like, it's 1 hour. Get your ass in there, dude. You know what I mean? So I get it. And it's hard to, because as men, we need to be able to just do it. Like, a lot of people aren't going to tell us to do it. We have to take the initiative just to get it done.
Yep.
With kids, yeah, you're going to tell your kids, hey, you got to get that done. But who's telling us?
Nobody's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to make that decision.
Yep. And then every time we tell ourselves that we're going to do it and we don't do it, we're
Yeah.
just lying to ourselves and we start to trust ourselves less, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, we got to be very, very careful on our actions and our intentions, right? With what our
Yeah.
internal voice is telling us. So,
Yeah, because we always
Definitely.
want to listen to the not going one. That's
Oh.
the best one, right?
Yeah.
I could just chill. It's late. I'm tired. You're like, nah, man, you chilled enough. It's
Yeah.
time for you to get your ass in the gym. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Enough chilling. Chilling's over, dude.
yeah. Yeah. You didn't gain that extra 50 pounds by not chilling.
Yeah,
So,
Right.
exactly.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us. Okay. So you have the whole thing where you set them all up to check their testosterone levels and all that stuff. Then what's the next step after that?
Yeah. So once they send, so we send them the kits out. They do. It's a blood prick test. They do a urine and a stool and saliva test. Once that's all in, they send it to the labs, and then the labs send the results to me. And then I come up with a protocol we work on. Basically, it's called the DRESS protocol. It's from my training. So diet, rest, exercise, stress reduction, and if needed, supplementation. So that whole protocol is based on whatever their labs tell me, and then it's custom to them. And then, like I said, diet, rest, exercise, and stress reduction. So, so then we work on that, and then it's a 3-month protocol. I like to get people in for an entire year, just because 3 months, I mean, it gets you some decent results. But if you commit to an entire year, you're going to change your life, right? And the entire year will get you 4 sets of labs, and then the lab readings, and of course into the brotherhood for the whole time, right? So, but 3 months you get started, and yeah, we just do weekly check-ins. There's inside the community. We'll do Zoom calls and stuff like that as well. So.
Do you do it like for them? Like, do you have you set up something like, okay, so this for workouts and everything? Like,
Yep.
It's everything. Like, can you break that part down a little then?
Yeah, so we give them a diet plan.
Uh-huh.
So the diet is typically based on the metabolic typing diet. So that's kind of based on your ancestral background.
Oh, so you get deep into this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a quiz you can do. It kind of gives you what your body type is kind of built for. Because if you look at it, like people who live like maybe in Hawaii are going to have a different
The Samoans.
different diet than people living in middle of Idaho, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Corn and potatoes. And
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean?
yeah. So genetically, it's going to be a little bit different. Their body is going to metabolize
Yeah.
the food a little bit differently. So
Yeah.
we're kind of
That makes sense.
Yeah, basing their diet on that. I usually, because I have experience, I used to do before the dog training, and while I was a police officer, I did fitness coaching as well. So I kind of break it down through macronutrient breakdown as well. So
Okay.
So I'll give you a full diet plan, and we'll kind of monitor week by week. Then we give you an exercise plan, and that goes 3 weeks at a time. And then the kind of give you a rest and stress protocol as well.
Mhm.
And then I'll suggest some supplements. And they're not just supplements that you can go buy at Walgreens. They're quality, right? They're higher end. Because what a lot of people don't know is that the supplements that you get at Walgreens or wherever, they're very low quality.
Yeah, a lot of them are trash.
Yeah,
I
poor
did hear
absorption
about that.
rates, and so
I have my brother-in-law. He has a guy that I know he works SWAT, and it doesn't go that in depth at all. But I know he does stuff where you can check a lot. Not I don't know if it's all of them, but some of those, like your testosterone, all that kind of stuff, and he can put you on certain things. But I don't think he goes into like a dietary thing and all that. So this seems pretty like legit. Like you have a lot going on with this.
yeah.
So it seems really cool because I think what they do is they usually do like one or the other. It's not like all of this in one.
Okay.
So I think this is cool. It's different. I haven't seen one like this one yet.
Yeah, this is a total body optimization. So we want to make sure that we're rebuilding the man, right? Because it's like I said, the aesthetics are one thing, but you're not necessarily healthy if you got a 6-pack and you're shredded and you only have 3% body fat, right? That's not necessary. And I like to say that we should be training for how we want to be, right? So if we want to be, a bodybuilder, then we need to train that way. Or if we need to be SWAT, then we're going to be SWAT or Navy SEALs, whatever, right? But if we're a dad and we want to be healthy and we want to look for longevity, then we want to focus more on the rest of it, right? And not necessarily that full high intensity, muscular, like, putting on the mass and all that kind of stuff, right? Because most dads don't need that.
And see, I like this too because we have a segment on here called Dad Academy, and so it's funny that this happened because you're a father, and you wanted to make sure you're there for your kids. So a lot of this has to do with your kids.
Oh, absolutely. It's like pretty much 100% to do with my kids.
Well, so what does being a dad mean to you then?
It's pretty much, it's everything. Yeah, it's amazing being a dad. It's anything that I've ever thought that I wanted in life is totally superseded by being a father. Right?
I like the way you put that because I
Yeah.
feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how I'd be living life without my kids now. Like to me, it's like that's the purpose, right?
Yep.
That's how I feel about that, anyways.
Yeah, and you have these beings that are going to emulate you in some way or the other. So the way you live your life has to be in how you want to see them, right? So it's you have to learn, like that whole thing a few years ago with with the certain lockdowns and stuff. Right?
Yeah,
like we have to pick kind of how we want to lead our children and what kind of masculinity for our sons that we want to show them, right? And what kind of masculinity we want to show for our daughters. I don't have any daughters. I have 4 sons. So,
Oh my god.
so I'm focused on
Even
raising
the
good
twins
men.
are both boys?
They're both boys.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm focused on raising men and strong men. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that they got a badass last name too. One of them needs to be a boxer or a fighter or something.
Yeah. Well, my 9-year-old, he's in MMA.
Oh, he is?
He's
Okay.
doing
Nice.
jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. So
That's a fighter last name for
Yeah.
sure.
It was so cool last night. Like he lives with his mom mostly. So I was FaceTiming him, and he was done his jiu-jitsu class. So I phoned him, but he was staying after because he wanted to kick the bag for a while. So he said he wanted to get balls of sweat dropping off his head. So just like me. So that's what his goal was, right? So he was hammering on this bag, and yeah, it was pretty cool to hear.
Your twins are going to be beasts because your wife's tall too.
Yeah, she is.
So they're going to be beasts. They're going to be
Yeah.
like, yeah,
yeah.
2
This-
twins coming at you. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Atlas and Torvin.
Oh, Atlas is and Torvin?
Torvin,
Oh,
yeah.
I never heard the name
Those are
Torvin.
different.
No, it's
Nice.
kind of like we kind of made it up. It's
really?
basically Thor's friend. I wanted to name him Thor because my middle child
That's
is
dope, Thor.
Yeah.
Torvin, so that kind of it's like a god name. That's
Yeah.
cool.
because my middle child is Odin. So
Oh, dang.
yeah, so I wanted it to be Thor, but Jenna's like,
She wasn't
that's
going for
a
it."
comic book character. Well, it was a Norse god before it was a
Yeah,
comic book character. So we settled on Torvin. And,
Torvin.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then Atlas is because we
Torvin sounds like the first and last names feels like it's gonna be a fighter for sure. That
Yeah.
one sounds crazy.
yeah he's right now he's not the more active one.
Oh, okay.
Right?
He's more chill?
Yeah, he's chill. So I think he's going to be. It'll be good because if he can hone it, he can use his mind.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, we did IVF in Greece, so that's why Atlas. So we got Atlas,
Okay.
Greek god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. They're gonna be big kids, man.
Yeah.
You guys, how was your wife when she had the kid? Was she excited?
Oh yeah.
Because you guys were trying for a while, huh?
Well, we wanted to. So I had 2 before, and I thought I was done, right? So I got snipped, and I was like, "That's it."
Oh, so you got it reversed?
No, we went and did IVF. So
What's that?
In vitro fertilization.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So they went in, took some sperm out.
Dang, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't even know.
Oh,
I didn't even know you
I
could do it
know.
like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Okay, explain this.
All right. So yeah. So we went to Greece for this procedure, and so basically what they do is they take the eggs out of her, and they take the sperm out of me with they cut into my nuts. And
Damn.
take it out, and then they kind of create the embryo in a petri dish, and then she goes in and gets them reimplanted. So yeah.
How are your
so
nuts
to
now? They're
catch.
good now.
Oh yeah, just
They healed.
one side's heavier than the other.
Do they not do that? do they not do that procedure out here? Is that not something that
No,
like
they do.
or
Just probably cheaper in
Canada?
Greece.
It's way cheaper in Greece. So
How much they charge for something like that?
so altogether, we stayed there like 5 weeks. And we paid for a car, like a apartment building, all our food and everything was I think $11,000. And in Canada, I don't know what it is here, but it's like 25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. If you're gonna
Yeah.
go do it out there, then you're like, yeah.
So the procedure
it works.
itself, did it feel
Yeah.
like when you had your vasectomy? Like
Yeah.
when you got snipped? It's the same feeling?
Same
kinda?
feeling, yeah.
That's
They go in.
Oh,
What
yeah.
they do is they take a chunk out of the testicle.
yeah.
Oh,
It's just a small one, so it's all right.
Yeah.
they get in the way
But
anyway.
it's just a,
Especially when you get older.
it's just a small one. But when you have the procedure, you act like the biggest babies I've heard.
Probably. I couldn't do it. I'm like,
I know a couple of people that are like they've had it done and they're like, oh, it's the worst pain ever, and
anything
like,
that has to do with that, we're freaked out about. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
for sure.
we're like,
Sissy
nah.
lalas.
You get hit in the face, tooth knocked out, but yeah, I don't mess with those.
Just a small
Stay
little
away from them,
incision. I work at Kaiser, so I used to hold the vasectomy classes, and I used to have to sit there and hand out the packets to all the men and sit there and watch the video, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like the recovery time. So I kind of know a little bit about that just because of my work, but yeah. And then talking to like some of my friends' husbands, and they're like, oh yeah, I did it. And then the wives are like, yeah, he was the biggest baby, couldn't do nothing, sat on the couch a whole week. I'm like, okay.
So speaking of alpha and wolves and all that, so because I mean, Howls over Baaz means leaders over followers. I know we told you before.
Yep.
So what is a leader to you? What would you? Because I feel like you have a different perspective of leader now, being you're a father, but how your mindset sets now. So I know we asked you this last time, but what would a leader be to you right now?
Someone, like I said earlier, it's someone who gives reliable direction under pressure, right? So if you're able to have standards and authority, and authority doesn't mean like physical authority or force authority, right? It's earned authority. So if you can do what you need to do as a, to help, well, in this case, children grow and improve and to be better, or other men to follow and be better, right? You have to be able to do that under pressure. So, and it has to be reliable. It has to be not scattered, right? So it's this reliable direction under pressure. It's kind of like how I like to describe it.
No
This
scatterbrains.
makes sense to me anyway.
And how would you tell a man that's kind of going with you, like you said, what you were going through? How would you motivate him or explain to him, if you want to be there for your kids, you're older, you're not doing anything, you're just laying there, whatever the case is, drinking, whatever they're doing. What would you tell them, like why they should do this program?
I would just say that it's not about you anymore. You have your kids, you have your wife. It's about them and being there for them, because why would you, go through all this trouble to have kids and have a family and have a life to be dead before you need to be, or have a heart attack, or not be able to work and provide for them, right? It's about being there, not necessarily for ourselves anymore at that point. It's about being there for what we've reproduced and what we've committed to.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, 'cause a lot of people don't think about that. That's the one thing people are not thinking about. They'll work themselves to death. They just will be unhealthy, live unhealthy. You know what I mean? They're not really thinking about
Long term.
yeah, what can happen from this.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, I'm good. As long as my kids are good, I'm cool,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of dads think that. This is actually something that we don't talk about on the pod either. We haven't got into this. So this is a good subject to get into, because we talk about fatherhood a lot.
Yeah.
But if you're not there for them because you're not keeping yourself healthy, or you're not, I mean, this even comes down to the drinking and even drugs, all that stuff you got to push away. Like, you have to be able to be focused on what you need to do. Because if you want to be there for your kids, how are you going to do that if you're just on drugs and drinking all the time,
Exactly. Or, or do you even want your kids? Like, do you want your kids to be unhealthy and following that same path with the drugs and alcohol too, right? You set your example on what you want your kids to be. And like I said earlier, they pay attention more to what you're doing than what you say to them. You can tell them till you're blue in the face not to drink and do drugs, but if you're out every night having that, glass of rum or whatever to go to sleep, or smoking weed, whatever you're doing in front of them, they see that, they're gonna be like, oh, well, dad tells me not to do it, but he's doing it, so what's wrong with it? Right?
Yeah. And I guarantee you I can think of friends right now, even me when I was drinking, but I just can see people right now that they just don't think that it's doing anything to them. They think it's just doing something to themselves. Like, I'm cool. I'm fine with it. But this is how I want to live my life. But my friends have kids, and I guarantee they're really good dads.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, they're really good dads. But if you really think about it, that's not setting them up for success.
Yeah.
that's setting them up for failure because they are going to watch that. And a lot of the times they emulate you. So they're going to probably be kind of where you are body shape wise and everything if you don't get your stuff together, you know? Because that's kind of what they always say that too. Like even like a lot of times when you marry a woman, they say, look at the mom a little, you know, look at the mom, see how she carries herself and how she is. That's usually what she can end up looking like. Yeah. I'm not saying that's going to be the case every time, but I mean, hey, it's probably a high likely, right? Yep. So, yeah.
I mean, being a good dad, you can be a good dad and you can tell them and be there and do things with them, right? But yeah, that other hand is, you know, the other side of it that we don't think that is actually being noticed is being noticed. So, you know, it's something that I've learned along the way too, right? Like, it's just having my phone out at dinner or something, you know, something simple like that. And then the kids always want to watch TV while we're eating, but no, now we're changing our standards now, right? We're having family dinner, right? No phones at the table. We're talking, right? We're not, we need to go back to kind of like the old way where it used to be when you and I were growing up, right?
Yeah.
When there was no distractions like that. Hey, you wore your hat at the dinner table, you got smacked, your elbows were on the table, they got knocked off, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone was respectful and
don't eat you with your mouth open, you know, all that stuff. Yeah.
It's just
everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
Like dude, I don't know the last time we hardly even eat at the dinner table. You know, we're all over the place and it's like it's crazy. And how many family use the dinner table now? Like how many? Like, I hardly know anybody. You guys don't use it either, huh?
I don't have a dinner table. It's just I have a big island, so like we sit there. But I mean,
you guys are all doing your own thing, though.
No, for the most part, sometimes we'll sit there and eat and watch. Like we'll have a movie on while we're eating together. But sometimes, like if I have things going on, my son will just eat by himself in his room, and it's like I'll eat kind of like as I'm going, you know, doing my thing. So it's different. But definitely different now. So
who's in the chat right there?
Oh, no remorse.
What's up, cuz? He's a regular watcher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said messing up my liver. Yeah, the alcohol would do that, and junk food and all that gunk.
Yeah. But you know what? Your liver does heal pretty quick compared to everything else, huh?
Yeah.
Did you write something else right now?
We do still eat dinner at the table.
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
That's good. That's good.
So, there's one.
Yeah. A lot of people don't do that though. It's crazy.
No. And I didn't either. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect either. Yeah. But it wasn't until quite like in the past few years where I'm like, okay, no, things have to change, right? Like, now we do eat dinner at the table, or if we do, I remember when I was a kid, sometimes when we have movie nights, you know, we'd throw a blanket down on the floor, and we'd eat our dinner on the floor watching the movie, and that was a special occasion, right? Yeah. So sometimes we'll do that, but that's what we're trying to do now is table. That's for eating.
Kind of recenter the priority.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's cool. So do you have how many clients do you have right now?
Well, I just started, so I've got 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. How long have you been?
I was going to ask that. How long have you had it, or how long have you been doing this?
Only for a few months. So we started in. I only done one 3-month protocol for 3 people. So it was 3 months ago when I started them. So I'm starting to get more now. I'm kind of refined. I wanted to test my program out first on somebody other than myself, and then see if it. You know, they got the same results or better, right? So far, it's been going really, really well. So now that's kind of I want to open it up and give that opportunity to more people as well. So
yeah, that's cool. And you have everything on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. You're pushing it.
Yeah, I'm posting everything on my Instagram and Facebook, and then I'm my YouTube channel as well. So
okay, you got the YouTube going too.
Yeah,
you always got to be posting, man. Remember we were talking a while back ago, huh?
Yeah.
So we started talking, I think, one day. I remember, I just remember because I was at the doctor's office with my kid or something. I don't remember what was going on. And we started messaging each other about, you know, because that's how we started blowing up. It's just posting. And actually, I'm at a whole different level now because I post more now than I used to post when I was talking to you.
Yeah.
I post 20 clips a day now.
Oh, damn.
20. No matter what is going on in my life, 20 is going out.
Jeez.
and just
Jeez.
dude,
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
no, you have no idea. I'm like so annoyed with clips. I can't even tell you. I do them so much, and like there's times like I'm like, wow, this is a really cool one, and then boom, but I go to the next one right after, But I wanted to show you one here. The audience can't see it, but I don't really want to show them anyways. So I'm gonna. So like on Facebook, we've had it for a little bit, but this is how fast we grew in like 3 months, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then look at this right here. When you post, this is what you start getting. Look at the views last 28 days. Right?
Oh man.
So like 4.6 million views, and this is what we make in the last 28 days, just something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's starting. Oh, right here. So it's starting to make moves as things are happening, and we just have to keep rolling on it. But it's just being consistent. Something you like what you have right now, that'd probably be perfect for putting on Facebook and Instagram. People did not know Facebook is hitting like that. Like people are making more money on Facebook than they are in TikTok right now.
Oh really?
So TikTok's, I guess, just kind of falling off, but because they have so many like rules right now. But I mean, people are still making their money on TikTok, but Facebook is killing it right now. I learned that from Adam 22 watching his stuff, but I'm telling you, this is the way to go.
Yeah, I don't even do TikTok. It's not even my demographic on there usually.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It still would probably be good to do it though, because the thing is, when you use, I use Opus, so it posts on TikTok no matter what. I'm posting on all of them at the exact same time, so it just goes on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just good because to get that out there, this is something that I think people really need to start looking into. So it'd be good if you start posting on every platform at one time. Boom, you just press the button, they all go. But you gotta edit the clips. I don't know if you're familiar with Opus, but you can probably do a lot of stuff through them.
Yeah.
And start posting. It'll help you a lot with getting the word out there.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did all the posting too. I just I knew that you uploaded a large video and then it would chop it up for you.
That's all I thought it was too. But shout out to JV Media, St. John over here.
Hey.
So St. John, he's the one that figured all that out, and he put that out, and he showed me how to do it, and I just been doing it ever since now. Yeah, I had no clue. You can even put a timer on there. So like tomorrow, I can have 20 clips that I did today, and they'll come out tomorrow at different times. So you can even do it that route. And that works good a lot, but I do so many clips, I run out of space. They're like, oh, you got to wait. Like, I basically got to wait till those ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I'll try to do 20. I'm like, you know what? I knocked out 20 right now. Let me knock out another 20, and I don't have to do them for 2 days. And they're like, nope, you can't do it. So I'll just do like half of them.
Trying to beat the algorithm. It's like, no, hold on.
They're like, nah, you can't. You ran out of space. You got to wait. So I got to wait till all those clips come out, and then I got to repost again.
So you basically got 3 full-time jobs.
Yeah, dude.
You got this, you got the podcast, and then posting, social media.
Dude, yeah, I'm just constant. If I was drinking, like every time I was drinking, like I would everything would be on pause until I was back to normal.
Yeah.
So
recovery.
Yeah, the recovery, it'd be on pause, and I'd be like, all right, cool, and I'd go back in and start doing it again. But now that I'm not drinking, I'm like a freaking machine. It's like I like freak myself out if I haven't posted. I'm like, dude, I gotta post. I got 20 to post right now. And so I'm going back in there, boom, and I'm having to post. But Instagram's a little different because Instagram's bougie.
Yeah.
So you got to have good posts for everything else. Clip, boom, boom, post. But I have to be very specific on how I post for Instagram with the clip, from the music to the captions to everything. So I put a lot of time into those ones.
Okay.
So like 4 clips might take me just as long to post on Instagram and instead of Facebook. You know what I mean? Because I'm just posting.
No Remorse said, do people still use Facebook?
Dude,
Yeah.
what's crazy is I don't use any social media for myself. It's all for
The podcast.
for the podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, people are, man, if you were to go on our Facebook, you'd be tripping out because there's a lot of trolls. So there's people that if you're not built for this, man, don't post on there. Because once you get an audience on Facebook, they're ruthless.
Yeah.
They start giving me death threats. They talk so much crap to us, But I don't care. It's like, it is what it is.
Well, I know you and I we talked about that last time I was on, and it was my fear of the rejection from people or the haters comments and stuff like that. And I was actually watching one of your clips, I think it was before New Year's or around New Year's, when you said that they actually work for you.
Yeah.
They're making you money. So that was awesome.
They get so mad at me because I go, like, even on the, because the thing is with Facebook,
Comments.
you can go like, I can do like 30, I have to do 35, about 35 responses to make money, right? So to keep the algorithm moving and doing stuff, they have like little things you need to do. So I always go to the trolls first. I'm like, I'm going straight to the trolls. And they'll be trying to argue with me, talk shit and everything. And I'm just like, I basically tell them, dude, you're making me money right now talking to me. So you work for me, bitch. I tell them, get back to work, bitch. I always tell them all kinds of stuff, dude. I just get them pissed off.
Yeah.
The thing is, the more you piss them off, the more they write, the more the algorithm hits, the more you make money.
Oh, yeah.
So I just piss them off more. Yeah. And I'm good at talking shit. So I guess I can use it for my advantage. And I don't really get mad. So like there'll be little things I'm like, this motherfucker, you know what I mean? But most of the time I'm not mad, but sometimes I'm like, this motherfucker, right? Yeah. But then there's so many of them sometimes I can't even keep up anyway. So I'm like, there's just too many people talking shit right now. Like a lot of people, if they don't like a certain thing you say or something like that, they just get all mad. Yeah. Yeah.
I might be a little bit too sensitive. I think I'd have to get some hugs from my wife if I got too much of that.
Dude, it's actually really bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not like what you think. It's really bad.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what is going through this person's mind to even say this? But then you realize how stupid people are too. You're like, man, this guy is an idiot. Like he makes no sense of what he said right now. But it just is what it is. You start like kind of realizing like people have some weird mentalities, you know. But I'm telling you, it's something that if you're trying to build a business, social media is the way to go. Yeah. It's just the thing is you got to deal with a lot, you know. And any business too. It'd be any business. I feel like social media is the way to go. So I even get work through LinkedIn. Have you heard of LinkedIn?
Yep.
So I got a lot of work from LinkedIn for my business. This one right here.
Okay.
So the only thing that works really well for my business for this one is LinkedIn. For this is all social media, right? Yours would be like you do a lot mostly on Zoom, right? For this the alpha.
Yeah, for like the meetings and stuff with the people. Yeah.
So I think a lot of that would be probably really big for Instagram because imagine how many people you can get and through Facebook too. Mm-hmm. People are going to want to really. I bet you there's a lot of people that want to join this actually if you start posting on Facebook and stuff. Yeah. I'll probably even get people hitting me up through your stuff, and I'll have to send them if there's a link, shoot me the link, and I'll start posting it to them because I can see people hitting me up through this.
Yeah, I'd love that because I just want to help as many men as I can, right? Because it's the more men we help, the more kids will grow up seeing that, and they're gonna be better people too. So
well, that's the thing too. I feel like this podcast is all about like we started out as a man podcast. I know Mel's on here now too, though. But we started out as a men's podcast, and I think that getting men to be the best they can be, even for this situation, it needs to be done. So I like that we're bringing awareness to this. We got a couple more comments though, huh?
Just one more. Revolutionary Her said that the hate fuels us. Jokes on them.
Who said that? Who wrote that?
Revolutionary Her.
Okay.
That's Jenna.
Oh, that's Jenna. How you doing? What's up? How you doing?
It helps more people see it. That's true.
Yeah.
And then No Remorse said, trolls are the shit. I love the trolls. Boost algorithm to different crowds.
Yeah, it does. It boosts them so much more people start jumping in the comments. And then I just talk shit to all of them. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, that's cool. We miss you over here. Next time, come with them, and we'll have you on. Well, she has 2 twins to take care of. It'll be a while before we see you, I'm sure.
We'll have to put them out there and have your guy baby.
John will be watching him with his kid because he's about to have one too. Nice. They'll be all out there. Bernice will be watching them all.
Yeah. Mommy daycare.
So I'm going to give you the floor. So anything you want to say where people can find you, how they can join, any words of wisdom, any motivational words you want to give the audience, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so if you want to follow, you can follow me on official Jason Arsenault. You can probably put that in the... Jenna, do you want to put that in the comments?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. And right now I'm kind of working on a little offer there. It's rebuildin26.com. right now it's just a free download. You can kind of get started on it. I haven't quite finished the site, but we're up to you can get the free part. So get the free part, go to rebuildin26.com and get the free, it'll be the 7 steps or the 7 pillars of fatherhood for your health. That'll get you started. And, you know, I just want people to know that everybody has what we call a vital reserve, right? So not everybody's the same. It's based on genetics, past traumas, past health, all that kind of stuff. And that's what we dip into when we're going high stress all the time, right? If we're not taking care of ourselves, we're dipping into our vital reserve. And pretty soon that's going to run out, right? You don't know when because we don't have, it doesn't show our balance like a debit machine, right? So we just got to make sure that we're redepositing back into it by doing the proper steps, you know, sleep, proper diet, exercise, and stress reduction. And then, you know, we can kind of keep that vital reserve going. We can be better for the people that we love and we want.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. It was good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me on kind of, I guess it was short notice, about a month ago.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is this is I want to say this is probably, I don't know. We had a little mix up in the double booking, but I remember we talked and I got the time, so I'm thinking maybe I didn't send you everything right away, but I thought I did. I thought I snapped it. But usually, what I do this is the problem, as I send the person straight to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so I didn't, because we knew each other. I was talking to you,
Yeah.
which I probably should have just sent the whole thing to her because she's used to organizing it through that person.
I have
you know?
I have a whole system. So I do the managing of like the
All the
calendar
booking,
and
yeah.
all the booking
Okay.
of guests and stuff. So yeah, but
But-
it's okay.
But we're gonna have a ton of views because we had a bunch of podcasts back to back. So we
Oh my
have
gosh,
we're gonna have our algorithm's gonna go crazy on. So our Facebook's gonna be crazy. I know it is.
Yeah.
Because we're live on Facebook too right now.
Okay. Yeah.
We're live on so many platforms right now, and I know our Facebook's gonna go crazy because we got so many pods today, and then clips are gonna be popping out. So
Right on.
I'll have your first clip tomorrow.
Yeah. Check out my YouTube too. I almost forgot about my YouTube.
Okay.
It's
I can collab with you on YouTube
yeah,
too.
yeah. Optimize him.
We can collab now on YouTube just like
Okay.
Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll
Yeah.
collab with you. I do them through Opus, so I got to go in after and figure out how to collab. But because I done it, you know, when I first put it out, I've done it like that before, but I've never done it through Opus, so I got to figure that out.
Okay.
But I'll collab with you. We'll get that rolling, and yeah, man, it was good having you back.
Yeah, it was awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
It was nice seeing you again.
yeah, good seeing you too.
I wanted to send some pictures and make some posts with that shirt on.
Yeah,
I'll see.
yeah. I appreciate you coming
All right.
on.
Thank you very much.
So our slogan is "Shed the Sheep." So we're gonna say "Shed the Sheep" and look at this camera on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Shed the sheep. Howls over Baaz. I'm Casas.
It's Melanie.
And your name one more time?
Jason Arsenault.
I appreciate you guys watching, and peace. We are out.